What's going on, guys? Welcome back, Leo Pazzo Productions. Thank you very much for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to be having a closer look at this brand new 100-watt tube light made by Zhiyun. This is the CF100. All right, guys, let's go ahead and actually have a closer look at the CF100 light. So starting off over here at the front of the light, one of the very first features that actually really caught my eye are these adjustable barn doors that we have over here. And you can see that there is a nice reflective material on the inner side of both of the barn doors. We can angle them all the way out. We can angle them nice and tight in so we can kind of direct the light to any shape or direction that we want to. And I will also mention that these barn doors along with the bracket are removable, so we can easily detach them if we want to and use the light itself. So for me to go ahead and just briefly demonstrate that, I found that you just turn the light upside down, as you guys see right here. You just want to grab and hold the barn doors and push down on the light itself. Same thing over here on this end, push down on the light itself. And here we have the barn doors along with the bracket removed from the light. So now we can use this light without the barn doors if you would like to. So depending on your use scenario, you can either use it with the barn doors or use it as is. So for us to go ahead and mount the barn doors back onto the light, I find that the best option is to just simply rest down the barn doors as you see on a hard surface, get the light and just plop it in as you see right there, and it is connected in a matter of seconds. So it's really nice and easy to use. So as far as the dimensions of this light, it does measure 14 inches, the actual light itself. So let me just go ahead and show you guys. So the light itself, 14 inches. And all the way with the hand grip included, the light and the hand grip measures approximately 20 inches. And I will also mention that it is lightweight. I believe the whole light itself only weighs approximately 2 pounds or so. And overall, it is nice and easy to carry around with this nice hand grip over here. So this hand grip does actually have some sort of like a rubber padding, which actually looks nice and feels good in the hand as well. So if we just go ahead and flip this light over here towards the back, you will see that we do have this nice display screen along with this little dial wheel for the controls of the settings throughout the menu and all the light effects. You will notice that we do have 6 holes over here, and that is because there are 6 fans built into this light, which does support a nice cooling management system. So we do have nice ventilation not only at the back of the light but also at both sides of the light. You can see all of these holes that we have over here. And again, I will mention that this light seems to be like it's made out of a nice hard durable plastic or some sort of like an ABS. If we go ahead and turn this light to the side over here, we have this little rubber flap. If I just go ahead and pull it back, you will notice that we actually do have 2 ports over here. So starting off with the one at the bottom, this is a PD power delivery USB-C connection. We do have the cable included with the kit, and this is going to allow us to charge and power this light while using it. And I've also tried powering and charging this light with a V-mount battery via the PD delivery, and it definitely works. And over here, the next connection that we have is a DC input. And again, this is another option as far as powering and charging this light. So not only do we have these 2 connections over here as far as charging and powering the light itself does have actually internal batteries. And I believe it uses 6 2,600 milliamp hour batteries. I think some of you guys will be interested to know how long this light will actually last with using just the internal batteries. So this light does feature a maximum mode, so maximum output mode, which is going to increase the light intensity to its maximum 100 watts. And if we set it to that mode, it's going to last approximately, in the CCT mode at 4,300 Kelvin, it's going to last approximately 30 minutes. If you do turn off the maximum output mode, but you still have the light at 100% brightness, it's going to last approximately 1 hour. And if we reduce the light intensity from 100% down to 50% brightness, it's going to last approximately 2.5 hours. And if we reduce it even more down to 20% brightness intensity, it's going to last approximately 5.5 hours using the internal batteries. So the CF100 does feature a CCT mode, which is going to allow us to adjust the spectrum from as far as a nice warm color temperature of 2700 and all the way up to a nice cooler color temperature up to 6500. The light also features full RGB in the HSI mode, so we can go ahead and adjust the hue, saturation, and the intensity. And we do also have a built-in effect mode as well. I believe there's approximately 13 built-in lighting effects that I'm going to be going ahead and sharing with you guys in a little bit more detail shortly. So now that you guys are a little bit more familiar with the CF100, another thing I wanted to go ahead and point out to you guys over here, as far as the mounting option, we do have a 1/4 thread over here, which is going to allow us to mount the light to a light stand or a little mini tripod, which is definitely going to come in really helpful. So the CF100 does include this nice diffuser over here that we can go ahead and simply install right over the barn doors and still have control access of the barn doors, so we can go ahead and shape and direct the light, which is really nice. I will mention that this diffuser not only makes the light super soft, but it also fits the light really well, nice and snug, no worries about it falling off or anything like that. So I'm really impressed on how it operates, how well it's actually diffusing the light. All right guys, let's go ahead and get a little bit more familiar over here with the display screen and the controls that we have at the back of the CF100. So starting off, let's go ahead and press and hold the power button down for a few seconds for it to power on. And as you see here, rotate the wheel to power on. So let's just go ahead and rotate the wheel. So it almost acts as like a safety lock, so it doesn't automatically turn on by an accident. So here we are greeted with this nice display screen, which measures approximately 1 inch by about 3/4 of an inch. We do have some information starting off onto the top left-hand corner. You can see that we are in the CCT mode. Over here to the top right-hand corner, we do have the battery status. And we are currently in the CCT mode at 2700 Kelvin at 10% brightness. So next over here, we do have this dial that's going to allow us to control this light. So if you notice, starting onto the left-hand side, we do have a labeling as DIM, as dim. Over here at the top, it says max. Over here onto the right, it says FX. And over here at the bottom, it says HSI. So depending on which mode you want to go in, you just go ahead and simply press down on this dial wheel. So right now we're in the CCT mode. Let's go ahead and change it to the HSI mode. So by just simply pressing down on this dial, we've now entered the HSI mode. And you can see now in the HSI mode, the display screen is showing us as far as the hue, we are sitting at 347 degrees. The saturation is at 100% and the intensity is at 50%. So let's say we wanted to adjust the hue right now. So let's just go ahead and rotate this wheel clockwise or counterclockwise to kind of go ahead and pick any color that we want through the RGB. And let's say we wanted this nice purpley color over here, 307 for an example. So now if I wanted to adjust the saturation, how do I get to the saturation? So you just need to go ahead and press down on the HSI button one more time, and that's going to take you over here to the saturation. And for you to adjust the saturation, you can just simply do it by rotating this dial. Now if we wanted to go ahead and adjust the intensity, same idea, press down on the HSI, and now it's coming down over here to the intensity, and we can go ahead and adjust it that way. So say now we wanted to go over to the FX mode, you just want to go ahead and press down on the dial onto the right hand side over here, and now here we are into the effects mode. And currently right now we are on effect number 7 at 10% brightness. So let's go ahead and change the different effects to kind of see what they look like. Before we do that, let's actually increase the intensity. So let's bring this up maybe close to like 80% brightness. Okay, so now for us to go to change the different modes, you want to press the effect mode again here one more time, press it down, and now as you see the arrow is towards the top, which is going to allow me to rotate this dial either clockwise or counterclockwise between all the different modes. So now let's say we are done with the effects mode and we want to go back into the CCT mode. All we need to do is go ahead and press down on the dim button over here, which is the CCT mode, and now we're back at 2700 Kelvin at 10% brightness. So another cool feature that I wanted to show you guys, which is basically like a shortcut so we can easily get to the intensity or even the color spectrum nice and quick and easy. So if you go ahead and actually double press on the power button, notice what happens over here to the color Kelvin. It's going to go from 2700 double press all the way up to 3,200, double press again, 4,300, 5,500, and all the way up to 6,500K. Let's say that we wanted to actually go up to 100%, really nice, fast, and easy, or we wanted it to go to 0%. So this is another shortcut. So right now we're in the brightness intensity. If we go ahead and double tap on the power button, look what's going to happen. Double tap, it just went all the way up to 100%. If you double tap one more time, it's going to go down to 0%. Double tap again, over here to 50%. So this is really nice, quick, and easy to actually get closer to the percentage that you want. So this light does feature a one-click maximum output mode. So as you can see over here at the top of the dial, it is labeled as MAX, max. So we have not tried this setting over here, but I'm going to go ahead and explain it to you. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's bring our intensity currently right now up to 100%, okay? So here we are at 100%. And now if I go ahead and enable the maximum output mode, look what happens. One click of a button, you can see over here at the top it is labeled as MAX, max, and as you guys just saw, the light just went so much brighter. So let me just go ahead and turn it off with one click of a button. So right now with the maximum mode currently set to off, we are, yes, at 100% brightness, which is supporting approximately 1300 lux. But if we go ahead and enable that maximum mode output, now it just jumped up to double the amount, approximately 2600 lux. And you guys can obviously see that, how much more brighter it actually is. So in this state currently right now, 4,300 Kelvin with the maximum output mode on, the internal batteries are going to last approximately 30 minutes. If we go ahead and turn off the maximum output mode, now the internal batteries are going to last approximately 1 hour at 100% intensity. So guys, another shortcut feature which is built in over here on the back of the controls, if we go ahead and actually triple press the power button 3 times, 1, 2, 3, it's going to actually lock the keys. So now no matter what I press, it's pretty much locked out. So now no one can go ahead and mess around with my settings, or nothing gets kind of moved around by an accident. So if we want to go ahead and unlock it, same idea, just triple press the power button, 1, 2, 3, and bang, now it's unlocked and I have full control of all of my settings. So to give you a quick little example on how effective these barn doors are, Well guys, it looks like we reached that time of the video to give you my overall thoughts and opinion of the CL100. If you guys cannot tell already throughout the course of this video, I am super impressed with the light quality that's coming from the CL100. Very impressive. It's like a beauty light because every time or everything that I film just looks fantastic. Really impressed with the quality of light in the CCT mode. We do have that nice range, 2700 to 6500 Kelvin. Also, the barn doors are really helpful, obviously, to be able to direct the light. It's nice to actually see that they can be removed and easily reattached simply in a matter of seconds. Again, the diffuser that comes in the kit, fantastic. So all those shots that you guys saw of the footage of me filming myself with the CL100, I was using the whole time this nice diffuser. I really feel like it definitely helps diffuse the light and make it super soft. So it's nice to see that it's included. And not only that, it actually fits the light well. It's not going to fall off. It's actually super tight on the light and it just kind of grips it nicely. Overall, I'm definitely impressed with the maximum brightness at 100 watts. Super impressive with that one touch maximum mode. So as far as mounting options, yes, it's pretty typical to have the 1/4 threads here at the bottom of the light. But one thing that I would like to see possibly improved in a future model is being able to have some sort of a mount maybe here on the top as well and over here at the back of the light. So maybe we can have like a top down lighting shot. It'll just be a little bit easier to do versus having all of the weight, all of it on that 1/4 threads. Maybe having the weight distributed over here at the back would be a nice feature to possibly add. We do have multiple options as far as powering it. Fantastic. It's really accommodating in that sense. The battery life, it's overall been working quite nice for me. The colors from this light in the HSI RGB mode is actually nice and vibrant. I'm really impressed with that. We can adjust the intensity, the saturation, and pick any color, any hue that we want. And obviously the effect mode is also going to be a nice feature to take advantage of on this light. So guys, the final ultimate question, would I recommend this light? Yes, 100%. I would recommend this light, again, for the affordable price at only approximately $229 Canadian on Amazon. And you might be lucky to kind of find maybe a sale here and there. I will leave a link down in the description down below. As far as I understand, there's no app control for this light. So maybe it might be something that might be coming out into the future. But at the time of making this video, there is no mobile phone app that I can use or download to control this light wirelessly, which would be also a nice feature that they can hopefully add in the near future or into a future model. So overall, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you do have any comments or questions, concerns, let me know down in the comment section down below. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Till next time, peace.